You can get some really deep, vibrant colors by using gels and then illuminating those gels onto a dark background. I'm going to show you a couple examples using black foam core. This is kind of what you're staring at right now. Also, some black duvetine. And I'm going to show you another approach too, which is to take a colored gel and shine it on the same color background. So I'm going to do a blue gel on a blue wall, and that works out incredibly well and it might even be a little bit more vibrant than what you see here. So hello, my name is Steve. I'm an amateur photographer. I enjoy working with old studio equipment, old packs and old heads, old monoblocks, the kind of stuff that would have been used in a professional environment 20 or 30 years ago. And with that is some light stands and modifiers and things like these gels. So I should also say that I'm using a grid, and that's just to help to create a vignette. It also helps to control some of the spill. You don't necessarily need a grid. But one of the things is if you start to buy these old packs and heads or old monoblocks, this old used equipment, you may be picking up two or three of them at one time. People are interested in kind of emptying out a studio, so you show up and you're going to get more than maybe just one strobe. At least that's what's happened when I've gone purchasing, and which means I have a lot of heads. So this is just an example of how to use a second head. So here, same black background, foam board, and just with a red gel. This is an old glass vase that we have. It's, I think, from the 1950s, belonged to my parents, and I just creatively put the spot of light, the blue light, if you will, off to the side on the shoulder of the bottle. And the light that's illuminating the bottle is the second strobe, and that's a diagram that I'll share with you at the very end. But the idea there is I'm trying to wrap the light around the bottle, so I'm trying to create a gradient. And that's pretty common with glassy objects, like wine bottles. A lot of times are going to be shot this way. So this is another example of same bottle, but it's not against black foam board. It is against black duvetine, and it's the side of the duvetine that's meant to absorb the light. So I'm not sure that I like this look. I think in hindsight, if I were to do it over again, I would turn the duvetine around. So duvetine has two sides to it. One is the fuzzy side, so to speak, that absorbs the light. There's a backing, and the backing might actually work a little bit more like the foam board here. It might illuminate some of the light, it might make it a little bit brighter. But nonetheless, it's the same gradient lighting that was used before to illuminate the bottle. And then this is an example of what I was talking about earlier, where I have a blue background, but instead of going against a black piece of foam board or black duvetine, it's being illuminated against a blue-gray wall. And so here the glass was blue, and I really, really like the way that the light falls off in this image. I like that it's bright in the middle. I like the fact that it goes softly to shade. And I've seen examples of this where people have done portraits, and the portraits look really nice. You have a really nice, clean, vibrant background. You can get it to any kind of color that you want. And, the fall off is all done on camera. There's no vignette processing that you would have to do later on. So, uh, with regards to, I guess, this bottle, this is just a quick diagram. So there's two lights. There's a key light, which is creating the gradient that's on the right, and then there's a background light that's got a red gel on it, pointing up at the duvetine. And between the key light and the green vase is a piece of translum, and that translum is actually what's providing kind of the diffusion, and then the key light is at an angle, and that angle is what allows for the everything to kind of create that gradient. And then finally, I use these. This is called a baby plate, and the baby plate has a baby pin, and that's what the vase and the glass sit on. So I hope this helps. Hope this gives you some ideas and gets you to think a little bit. The filters that I have, they're from Lee, uh, and I think they're 10 inches by 12. I bought a pack of 36 of them. I think it's like $60. So in my mind, that's well worth it.